you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. What you waiting for? Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. What you waiting for? Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. What you waiting for? Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for.
Right there, everybody, welcome along, welcome back, good evening, and it is good to have you here today. Thank you very much for joining me. 16 minutes, of course, of qualifying, and today you can see we are here for Helheim. No, we're not. We're here for our league. Helheim Racing is later on tonight at 9 p.m. But, of course, 2 streams for me today, everybody. Bit of a longer night, but always a exciting one to do. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to it already. Harry Bob's in the chat. I was going to say, as you reset the clock, you're going to get a lengthy DM. Well, luckily enough, I did not. But anyway, thanks for joining, everybody. Welcome in, where today, of course, our league, and you can see it is round 18. 18 rounds of this season. Here in our league, and we find ourselves this weekend out at Singapore. Then everybody on the Sunday evening, 15 minutes. We've got a lineup of 13 drivers, and we're looking for a very nice race indeed. Of course, it is always nice in the nighttime conditions, the dark surroundings. It's very nice indeed. To have that, and here we are in Singapore. What a great track it is. Actually commentated here a few days ago with my own league. But 14 minutes to go, 13 people, and we have got the first few times not far away from being put on the board. There is a Ferrari heading down towards the final corner. Not too sure if that driver, never mind, it's an outlap for Smithy this time around. There's a car behind that, a Bliney Echo. This is a lap then for Bliney Echo. What will it be then for the Haas car towards the line? The first time of the weekend is a 1 minute 27.558 then, everybody. And a very nice time indeed for Blinding Echo. 1 minute 27.5. Whitwell, 1 minute 28.750. And second place for that man today. Smoking Cheese in the Sauber. 1 minute 27.420. That's the kind of time we're looking for, isn't it? Here in qualifying, everybody. I have actually sorted out adverts on the stream as well, and I'm still trying to work out how long they should be. So if you get a lengthy advert today, I really do apologise. And give me feedback. It's something I'll try and work on. But there is going to be adverts now, just due to the fact that it's going to help me fund my streaming a little bit more, but I do apologise about the learning curve. Oh, force crack. The learning curve from me, but yeah, it's going to be a very nice evening, everybody. On the screen there, if you're just joining us, is Smoking Cheese on provisional pole here in Singapore. Bliney Echo second place at this moment in time. Then comes Frank in third, Sid Boakes 4, Ash Barker 5, Whitwell 6, Smithy is across the line now in 7 with a 1 minute 29.0 on the clock then, ladies and gentlemen. But God, don't you just love Singapore? What a brilliant track this is. It really, really is. And yeah, I hope everyone's having a very nice evening. I'm all of a sudden finally monetized now on Twitch, which I'm very, very happy about, and I managed to sort it out. And you can also buy a subscription now, which is great, which it does very much help me with the streams. And, you know, if you fancy helping out, you want to get a bit of cheeky ad-free action on the stream, you can go ahead and subscribe to me. But, of course, you don't have to. The offer is there, though. And Frank into the pit lane. Sid Boakes is definitely going to be coming in too. That man has invalidated this lap around. Ash Barker around the final corner. Here we go. What can this man do? Is he on the lap? He isn't on the lap. He's very much down compared to everybody else. But he must be starting one now because he's high up there in the clouds then with the ERS battery saved up. And he is going to go for a flying lap now. Here comes Ash Barker, the man that everybody gets a little bit worried during the race when he is behind them. His qualifying pace hasn't always been all there here in our league, but wow, for the Grand Prix it has been something else. He said that he lost his edge in qualifying, but he definitely hasn't in the Grand Prix. Fastest in the first sector, though, for Ash Barker in the Sauber. It's a very, very good showing for him so far in the first sector, but can he continue the form is the main question that we need to be asked then at this moment in time here for the Sauber. Through this Singapore track then, a very nice track indeed, very technical as well around here in Singapore, the Marina Bay circuit of course. As he darts to the left-hand side, he just misses the apex there, runs it out wide in the Sauber. His DRS gets activated on the backside. And over the second sector, we'll see where he's at. He's down by 0.03 of a second then, everybody, here in qualifying. He was up in the first, only marginal though, down in the second. But Ash Barker is going to be rounding off this lap in a few moments' time. To the right and to the left, and it'll be one more time to the left-hand side before we hit the line. 10 minutes to go. Ash Barker with all the time in the world, but is it going to be a good one this time around? It moves him up a place, and it's a 2/10 improvement from his previous time. Still not a bad time then for Ash Barker, his teammate, setting a very good example with a whole second faster than Ash, which is a pretty crazy stat at the moment, but like I said, do not underestimate this man in the Grand Prix. He is something else. He is absolutely something else. And it's going to be very good to see. It's going to be very good to see what he can do. So we'll have to keep an eye on that for the Grand Prix. With 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Not too sure what the showing's like. We've got 3 of you in the Twitch chat at the moment, so thanks for joining me, everybody. I think we've got Drizzle, Harry in there as well. If you're about, say hello, make yourself heard. Be nice to see you all. Today seems like it's going to be a bit of a quiet one in the stream, but hopefully the action can make up for that, and hopefully we've got a very good stream to show for everybody that is going to watch this back. So hopefully goes well, everybody. Ooh, what does this do? Unlock random sub emote. Wow. Anyway, I got a bit carried away in the chat, everybody. I've got some new emotes apparently with my bits. Okay, right. Qualifying, still 8 minutes to go. We've got a good while. Sid Boakes, this man now. You know what? Let's go on board with him. Let's watch him, shall we? Because the McLaren is going to be doing what he can on this lap. We're going to finish this lap, and then we're going to take a look at the drivers and constructors standings, everybody, before the end of qualifying. So just let's watch this one first, over the first sector, and it's a 3/10 improvement for Sid Boakes at this moment in time, so it isn't bad going. Jensen with a 1:27.252. It's a brilliant time. It's a stormer here in qualifying. He's 2/10 faster than Smoking Cheese's time, and Jensen on provisional pole here in qualifying. Sid Boakes now in second place. He's up in the first. What can he do in the second sector? I don't think he's going to be on for pole, but he could be up there. He really could be, and he isn't doing too bad in the standings as well, as you will see in a few moments' time. But here comes Sid then over the second sector, nearly half a second up. Wow, it's a good improvement from Sid. It's a 1:28.6 his first time, and it's nearly half a second faster. He'll nearly be breaking into the 1:27s. This man could be on for P4. It could be a P4 time, or maybe P5 then, for Sid Boakes. Smoking Cheese to 1:27.1. Sid Boakes to P4 as well. It's a brilliant effort from the McLaren. It's a 1:28 flat, and into the top 5 for Sid Boakes. But everybody, we'll quickly have a look at the drivers and constructors standings. Shall we? Just give me a moment. Right then, driver standings is as follows. Jensen leading the World Championship, of course. He took the lead last round. Oh, sorry, the round before that. Cheese, second place then. Chazza in third. The two Haas boys still running well. Whitwell in 4, Heisenberg 5, Sid in 6, Dodge 7, Smithy 8, Liam 9, and Ash Barker now breaks into the top 10, which is interesting stuff. And on to your constructor standings, everybody then, which is Haas F1 team taking the grid by storm still here in our league. It is Stake F1 team second place, Scuderia Ferrari in third, Aston Martin 4, McLaren in 5, Alpine in 6th position, 7 is Mercedes AMG, 8 is the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls, 9 is Williams, and Red Bull is 10. So since last round, the only change we saw there is Williams and Red Bull swapping positions on the grid. Right, we are back then, ladies and gentlemen, and 5 minutes to go now after that short little break while we had a look at the standings. The updated standings, of course, after last round. It has been a very nice qualifying. It's been a nice season as well, very nice league, and to be fair, I would love to stay as long as possible because these guys produce some great action. No messing about, good stuff from everybody, and you've got to love it, really, haven't you? You've absolutely got to love it. But anyway, 4 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in qualifying today. And Frank seems to be one of the only guys on the track, and Whitwell too, I think. Let's have a look. Whitwell. Yes, Whitwell as well. But who is ahead? It is Frank just in front then. Both of them on laps though, so we can watch them both pass by pretty much at the same time. Here comes the Alpine then. 1:27.938. He is into the 1 minute 27s, and there's 4 of them now that are into the 1 minute 27s. Sid Boakes dropping down 1 position from where he put himself a minute ago, and of course the 2 Haas cars sat in 2 and 3 at the moment, and doing a very nice job indeed. Bliney Echo is on his outlap and invalidated, but he'll be going around now to begin his flying lap. Frank's down. Whitwell though could be on for a lap still, heading through the final few. Swinging it to the left then, right up to the wall, swinging it wide. It'll be round the final corner. Bit of lift there from Whitwell, but over the line, it's P7, and it's a half a second improvement. It's up to P7, 1 minute 28.238, and not a bad effort then from that man. But whole time is over, it's 1.1 seconds faster than where he is currently. So he has got a bit of let's say overtaking to do on the leaderboard to get himself up there, but we'll see what is available then, everybody. With 3 minutes to go before the end of this qualifying session, we've seen some stormer times. We really have. Jensen is just about down. Smoking Cheese retiring in the pit lane then. He is sat at the top of this timings table then. And Jensen's spinning it to the left-hand side. He means business today, he really does. And he's got a 10th and a half between him and Smoking Cheese, who is retired. He is defenceless, can't do anything about his time now. So if he gets overtaken, he is done for. Jensen though nearly spins around. He was nearly done for as well here in this qualifying session, but the DRS gets activated. A bit iffy on the exit there then, heading out of the left-hander for Jensen. He's down by a 10th of a second, but can he pull it back then as he runs it wide towards the end of this lap? Just a few more corners to go now before he rounds off this lap. He'll have time for one more as well if he stays out, but if he pits, that'll be it for that man, I think. Here he comes then, Jensen towards the line. Final corner comes around. DRS activated. Any improvement? No, it won't be. Definitely not. 3 tenths down for Jensen. That is it for his qualifying then. Unless he's going around again, but he hasn't got any battery. He's got fuel mode flashing. That has got to be Jensen's qualifying complete. Bliney Echo, 3rd place then. And no improvement from there, cutting the corners to make his way around as fast as humanly possible. With his invalidated lap as well. Frank in 4, Sid Boakes in 5 with a half a second gap to Frank in the front in P4. But what can Sid do? The highest he's been so far in qualifying is P4, which is good for him, of course. But dropping down, and I'm sure he wants to get himself back up there. So what can he do? A minute to go. The Williams going out to the outside line, letting Sid Boakes through. And here he comes then. With much battery left on this lap, he's going to open. He's going to activate the battery, sorry. Use a lot of it to get himself down towards the end of this lap. There's 40 seconds left. Sid Boakes in 6th position with a 1 minute 28.0. He's a 10th off the man in front of him. He runs it wide on the final corner towards the line. He's down by half a second. And it all slips away from him then. Here in qualifying, Sid Boakes can't improve on this lap around. 6th position is his finishing place or lower. Patrick Dodge then into 5th with an improvement, of course. Very nice indeed for Patrick there. Frank in 6th, Sid now in 7th, Whitwell in 8th, Ash Barker up by a 10th and a half. Can this man make any more significant improvements before the end of this lap? Mario in the McLaren retiring on one of the straights. As we'll see now into the barrier, I think. Ooh, big shunt then. It was from the McLaren, but that is it for qualifying, everybody. Bliney Echo finishing 3rd. Frank in 6th. Whitwell in 8th. Smoking Cheese provisionally on pole, but Ash Barker was up by a 10th of a second in the first. They didn't quite catch the second, but he heads towards the final corner, and with no time left on the board, it's his final chance at a good shot at provisional pole. It's P6 for Ash, still half a second improvement. It just shows how much the track really ramped up there. Everybody really ramped up the times, because he is just into the 1 minute 27s, and now the qualifying times were nearly into the 1 minute 26s. Incredible stuff from everybody involved at the top. But really good stuff then from everybody so far. I think that is it. DT Racing down on time. Sid Boakes, of course, he won't be going again. Patrick down. Jensen down. And Smoking Cheese is your pole sitter, ladies and gentlemen. Smoking Cheese on pole. Singapore Grand Prix. Qualifying complete then, everybody. Here today, that is it. We are done for the quali session. What a session it was. It was great. Smoking Cheese in the Sauber, taking pole position from Jensen in 2nd place. Bliney Echo takes 3rd. Liam Cookie takes 4. Patrick Dodge 5. Ash Barker 6. Frank 7. Sid Boakes in 8, Whitwell 9, Smithy 10, the Racer Boy 11, Mario 12, and DT Racing at the back of the grid with a 1 minute 29.9 starting at the very back. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for qualifying, and Smoking Cheese is your pole sitter. Jensen takes 2nd place in the Haas car, followed by his teammate Bliney Echo in 3rd. Liam Cookie takes 4th position, followed by Patrick Dodge in 5th place, then followed by Ash Barker on the 3rd row of the grid. Then Frank and Sid Boakes come on the 4th row of the grid, and the 5th row is occupied by Whitwell and Smithy. The Racer Boy, Maro and DT Racing are the lads further back in 11, 12 and 13. But next up is the Grand Prix, everybody, and it is going to be a very, very good one. I will see you pretty soon.
Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. This is what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. This is what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. This is what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no.
Right then, everybody, the Grand Prix is soon to be beginning. We go at 56, that's 3 minutes time, and just enough time for me to talk about our sponsor here at Jack Cross the Comms, which is Track Titan. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a brilliant software. If you need to improve with your racing, it will help you find time that you didn't know you had. It will give you suggested setups. It is very good for driver academies and everything along those lines. If you want to be a competitive sim racer, it will definitely help you on your road to glory. It's not just F1 as well. You got ACC and of course iRacing and things like that. Everything that you would want in a racing game is all on there, and if you are interested, you can get a 30-day free trial and 30% off your first month using my code. And if you actually want to do that, you can type in the chat !Track Titan. I've set up a nice little link for you, !Track Titan, and it comes up with the link for you, so you can click on that, and that will refer you to the right page. But thank you very much for that. It'll help you out a ton if you are interested. But anyway, the Grand Prix at 56 minutes past, ladies and gentlemen, which is going to be very exciting indeed. Qualifying was great. We've also got rain, which is all of a sudden decided to start falling. Nobody expected it, and now the rain is pouring, everybody. Yep, as you can see in the chat as well, Ash says, not on any of the radars for rain, but here we are. Well, rain is pouring, and you never know with it. It's looking very light. It's a light drizzle to get going. And, you know, it could get progressively worse, or this could be the worst of it, and we just go to the dry conditions. You never know. You never know. And we'll just have to see what is going to happen in terms of that, everybody. But the rain is pouring, only a slight bit. It's 56. And we should be going any second now. Right then, everybody, the Grand Prix is going to be getting going in a moment as we are here for the formation lap here today. Formation lap begins. Everybody gets going. Very light drizzles out there on the track today. Everybody's starting on the intermediate compound of tyre for this Grand Prix, which should suit them very well, given that it isn't very bad conditions. Smoking Cheese, the man that's starting on pole, has gone straight on. Nearly into the barrier there in these wet conditions. Bringing himself back on though. And that could have been a hell of a lot worse than it was. Bringing himself back on. But it could have been a retiree before we even start the Grand Prix, everybody. But luckily not. And Smoking Cheese making his way back through the order today. Before this Grand Prix gets started for the first time today, are we going to get any safety cars? It is a possibility, given that we have the rainy conditions here in Singapore, but you never know. We are here presented with some very clean drivers, of course, so not always going to be like that. But yes, we've got this Grand Prix now, everybody. Helheim Racing comes at 9, and that is Qatar, so if you are interested in that, come along and watch. But it's 2 night races for me today, Singapore and Qatar. Very nice indeed. A very nice evening, I would say, for me on commentary. And hopefully you guys are going to stick around for it. But anyway, the driver's coming towards the line then. About to line up. And we will be going soon. You can see the guy in front. That'll be Bliney Echo positioning his car tactically to the left-hand side to get a good launch. Then, and we just await the lights. As DT Racing lines up on the grid, we await the lights. Then, everybody, for the Singapore Grand Prix. Round 18 is about to get underway. 5 lights. It's lights out and away we go. Smoking Cheese and off the line. Jensen trying to challenge down into turn 1. The bravery from that man in the wets down the inside line. He's already into the lead. Smoking Cheese in second place. Bliney Echo in third already. Trying to hold on to third place. But Ash Barker, this man with all the race pace in the world, is ready to make the overtakes. He's already up into 4. And he is right there and ready to make the overtake. Nearly going around Ash Barker, very nearly into the wall, but Bliney Echo now into second place, and it's a Haas 1-2 already, but down the inside, Smoking Cheese taking his second place back. This is brilliant action so far here in Singapore to begin this Grand Prix off. Jensen though is the man that bettered himself off of that one. Smoking Cheese second, Bliney Echo third. Wow, nearly making contact as well. 30 laps to go then, everybody, in this Grand Prix. Ash Barker chasing down Bliney Echo already on the back side of him. On that 1 of 31, there's drivers in the background that have gone around. VSC is deployed. Is it a main safety car? No, it isn't. But there's been people going around there. I'm not too sure of any damage, but definitely something happened there. The wings of that McLaren isn't looking good. Mario, this man's already got a wing damage, sorry. He'll be going into the pit lane soon, and that's going to spoil the start of his race today, which really isn't what he is here for. But lap 1 of 31, everybody. The VSC is about. We're going to get racing again pretty soon. Who's going to get caught lacking? It'll be Jensen from Smoking Cheese, from Bliney Echo, then Ash Barker, as they all trail themselves down into turn 1. Here we go. Racing again in a few moments' time. The rain is pouring. I'm not sure if it's looking worse or better. Still under virtual safety car. It feels like an actual safety car the way it's been going on, but Sid Boakes with a drive-through penalty, as expected. Always a driver gets a VSC. I wasn't aiming that at Jensen, but Sid, by the way, I just meant normally. There's always one that gets the drive through, unfortunately, and it's happened again. The curse strikes again. DT Racing heading very slow then down the track, but he didn't have an amazing qualifying session, but it'd be nice to see him have a good comeback in the Grand Prix. But lap 2 of 31 then, everybody, and still the snake continues through very windy streets then here in Singapore. It's Jensen that leads, from Smoking Cheese in second, Bliney Echo in third place. Ash Barker is in 4, and the fastest first sector awarded to Ash Barker. His race pace, of course, coming alive again. This man is capable of so many things during the race. He is rapid, and he's showing that again. Maybe he's good in the wet as well, because today he isn't driving too bad. Up 2 positions from where he started. Jensen, fastest lap now, stolen by Smoking Cheese. Down the main straight we go. Nothing too much going on at the moment, but everybody's still fairly close then in this Grand Prix here in Singapore. Jensen from Smoking Cheese, Bliney Echo. The World Championship standings, I'm not too sure how much they're going to change after this, but Jensen, of course, is leading. He very much deserves a win today, and is he capable of doing so? Of course he's capable, but is it going to go his way? Is it going to swing the way of Jensen in the Haas car today? That is what we are waiting to see. He's up a position from where he started. He started, of course, in second place, and he traded positions with Smoking Cheese, finding himself down in second place now. Over the line then, it's Jensen, Smoking Cheese and Bliney Echo. These three seem to be just trading each other down the straight. Ash Barker, you can see, trying to keep himself within the loop, but he just dropping further back each lap we go around. But he will get there eventually, I think. Or maybe a safety car will come about. Something will happen to really throw this around. But this is the main three we want to focus on right now. And behind seems to be quite clunked up as well. This is kind of racing we want to see, isn't it? Can we get a move on the Racer Boy? Down the inside. Here we go on the Williams. Can he make the move around the outside in the wet as well? What a move from the Racer Boy. Into 7 is a very nice move from the Williams. And he is through now. Up into 7th position ahead of Patrick Dodge. And it's still raining, but it doesn't seem to be getting worse. It kind of seems to be borderline the same thing, nothing really changing about it, but I guess that's a good thing, isn't it, because no rain, no chance of incidents, and we can get some proper clean racing. So, you know what, rain can go away. Battle up at the front continues, and Ash Barker, of course, we knew it had happened. He has caught up now into 4. Already finding himself up there in 4th position. Trying to chase down the rest of the pack then as they head round the final corner. Lap 4 of 31 comes to an end now into lap 5 of 31. And Ash Barker, of course, is suddenly within the loop. And if there has been a few adverts today, everybody, and you'd rather not, you can definitely go ahead and subscribe to the Jack Crossley Comms Twitch now. You can go ahead and do that. You get yourself a load of free stuff on the Twitch streams, and also you'll get yourself an ad-free stream, which is always great. I do apologise about that. It's just it helps me fund all of this. So hopefully that's all right. And if you want to support us, you are more than welcome to. Then everybody. But thank you very much for that. We're well in 8, and I think, is it Badger Dodger just got overtaken possibly here in the Grand Prix on lap 5. But it's lap 1 of no, it's not lap 1. P1, sorry, Jensen is in. But they don't know what I'm talking about. Lap 5 of 31 then in this Grand Prix, everybody, and I mean, it's been a very nice start from many drivers. Not really anybody's races have been messed up, and we haven't had a retiree yet, but I always end up jinxing it, and I can imagine somebody's going to go smack bang into the barrier now after I've just said that, which is absolutely brilliant. But towards the line, Jensen goes, followed by his teammate Bliney Echo once again, always coming as a pair, and they always end up finding each other in these races. The two Haas boys from the two Saubers, then from the Aston Martin of Liam Cookie, who is on the scene in, I think, 8th position in the World Championship standings then for the drivers. There you go, you can see Smoking Cheese. He is definitely smoking, isn't he? Smoking hot. He is not happy. He really wants to get through past Bliney Echo. He's on the back side of him now, on the 6th lap. And he's raring to go. He's eager to go. And I've got a feeling towards the line, or even now, he will make that move. DRS enabled as well, so it's getting drier. The rain is beginning to go. Drifting there from Bliney Echo, but that means that as it's getting drier, people are going to begin to start filtering into the pit lane. Here comes Smoking Cheese around the outside in the Sauber. It's a brave move on the Inters. Tries to switch back underneath, but it didn't work this time around. Bliney Echo didn't let it spin around there, though. Towards the line, into the pit lane goes Bliney Echo and Ash Barker too. Is that going to work out? Both of them into the pit lane. Ash very nearly finding himself in the barrier there. But let's see what tyres they decide to go on to. Of course, it will be the slicks. But I think that depends on what slicks it is going to be. Oh, what's crack? What slicks it's going to be. It's the hard compound tyres for Ash and the mediums for Bliney Echo. So both opting for different strategies. In the long run, Ash Barkers will be better, but in the short run now, Bliney Echo is going to be able to steam into the distance then without anybody noticing. But Jensen in the Haas car is 1.1 seconds ahead of second place at the moment, and flying ahead then into the distance, trying to keep Smoking Cheese at bay at the moment, but he's doing a very good job at doing so. He's up 1 position from where he started. Smoking Cheese still down 1. Them two, of course, trading positions in this Grand Prix. Here comes the racer boy, actually, on Liam Cookie, down the outside line now. It's side-by-side action. Who's going to head ahead? Nobody knows. The Williams, though, I mean, it's brilliant stuff. He's up 7 positions from where he started. This man now into the pit lane as well to go onto the dryers. As you can see, it's very dry out there on the track now. No rain. It's going to be full pelt racing to the line now without any rain to change that up. Completely dry. In the pit lanes, Jensen, Smoking Cheese, Frank, the racer boy, Liam, Mario, Patrick. Now this is the exciting part. Where's Ash going to come out? Because he went for the undercut. And towards the line, has it worked? Here comes Ash Barker. Has his strategy worked out? He gets just behind Smoking Cheese. But Whitwell, I think Whitwell stayed out. He did. He's still on the inters then. But Ash Barker's in 5. Effectively 4 then, once Whitwell goes in. So they've all kind of came out in the same position then on the slick compound tyres, sorry. Most people maybe the pit stop than everybody here today. We've only got Whitwell now that needs to go in to put on the new tyres. Everybody on the normal slicks now, apart from, Whitwell in this race, who will be going in now. He's going to get very much overtaken by a lot of the pack as well, so unfortunately he's going to drop down the order. But he will have to go into the pit lane now. It's too dry for the inters. It'd be silly to stay out, and he very much does go in. But already nearly being overtaken as he goes in. Here comes Bliney Echo then, round the final corner. He's going to take the lead of the Grand Prix. And that'll be the actual lead as well. Bliney Echo. Jensen will cross the line. He'll take 2nd. Smoking Cheese 3rd. Ash Barker takes 4. Whitwell takes 5. Jensen now with a 3-second time penalty in this race. Ooh, down the inside. What's going on there then between the two boys? I think I've just missed it. From Liam Cookie and Patrick Dodge giving us a bit of a show. And it is the racer boy that just manages to get through past Liam Cookie. Sorry, I got the people wrong. Battling continues though, everybody. It isn't over yet. And, of course, we've got the Williams in front of us and doing everything he can. Bliney Echo then takes the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, everybody. And, of course, he's doing very well for himself at the moment. Up leading this Grand Prix. He is driving a stormer of a race so far. It could be a Chazza win, which is what many people would like. Or, you know what, it could be any of the Hasses for me. Because I think they all very much deserve it. The racer boy with a 3-second time everybody in this race. Lap 10 of 31 has came about. It's gone very fast indeed, hasn't it? 10 laps. Really has. And it never fails to surprise me. Some of the stuff when we're in commentary, always going faster. But yes, lap 10 of 31. Bliney Echo is ahead, 2 positions up from where he started to. Driving a very nice race indeed in this Grand Prix. And thoroughly deserves everything that he gets if he can go ahead and carry this home. Jensen behind him has got a time penalty too to really just stick a flake in it for Bliney Echo. But towards the line, Jensen's not giving up yet because he's fastest then on the last lap around. Smoking Cheese is there in third, and Ash Barker is in fourth. It's getting exciting then, everybody. Safety car deployed in this race. Mario retiring as well. And wow, that really throws it around, doesn't it, everybody? Here today, lap 11 of 31 in this race. And we have got our first safety car. Mario retiring. And we are left with 12. Blind Echo was really going to be enjoying himself there, flying ahead in the distance, but unfortunately it all comes to an end. Jensen into the pit lane then, and oh, voice crack again. He will be getting second place, third place now, and he will be in the pit lane to put on the new tyres. A good strategy call for Jensen. He's got a penalty as well. Here we go, coming out of the pit lane then for Jensen on the hard compound tyres. Is that going to work out for him well? That is the question. It's a shame for Mario, it really is, but for others, it is going to help, and the sacrifice has probably been good then for that man. It really has. Let's see how well that's going to work out though. In the chat, I can see you've got a Drizzle Hood Rat, which is nice to see you both. Thank you for joining us then, of course, on this Sunday evening. I know you're both in here. Actually, no, Drizzle's not here, is he? But did you say, I think I said Hood Rat, didn't I? Hood Rat, where's Hood Rat? Oh, Hood Rat not here. But anyway, thanks for joining us, lads. It's good to have you here. And safety car, currently we are sat under it and waiting for it to go in. Nobody likes a safety car unless you really need it, which unfortunately some people probably did, but it has helped them out. Mario in the chat fuming with himself. Sorry to hear that, mate. It's unfortunate. And you'll be back next week, mate. You'll be back for round 19. I guess when you put so much effort in for the practice, and then it all, especially if it's not your fault as well, I can understand the pain. Watching, didn't get home till 8 PM, so couldn't make it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Thanks for being here, though, mate. I appreciate you watching live. It helps a lot. And could you let me know if the ads have been a bit full on as well? Because I've set it to, I think it's 3 to 4 30-second ads throughout the whole stream. Has it really been too disruptive, or? Yeah, that'd be great if you can tell me that. But anyway, lap 13 of 31. And we are approaching half race distance now. Lap 15 to 16 will be about halfway in this Grand Prix. So, very nearly there. Only 2 or 3 laps. And then, of course, we've got the other half of the race to come, which could be a whole different story. We've already had some exciting stuff, and it's already changed up a lot. Think about 1 or 2 ads not too long ago. Alright, mate. Thank you. Okay then everybody, safety car, I can imagine, coming in at the end of this lap, so get yourselves ready, because it's going to be pretty hectic to get going again, but it's going to be exciting of course, always exciting, which is what we like to see, and we've already had pretty much the first half. What can the second provide for us then? Safety car in at the end of this lap then everybody. Let's get ourselves ready then, shall we? Lap 14 of 31 about to be concluded. And we are ready to go racing again, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a brilliant race so far, it really has, with some of the racing. Let's continue the form. And Ash Barker will be the man to get us going in this Sauber. This man's race pace is unmatched. He knows exactly what he needs to do. Penalties for 2 drivers there. But we are racing again here in Singapore. Ash Barker 17 in the Sauber, flying into the distance and into turn 1. It's him from Liam Cookie, from Patrick Dodge, Whitwell in 4th, Jensen in 5, Smoking Cheese 6, DT Racing 7, Frank in 8, the Racer Boy 9, Bliney Echo down in 10, Sid Boakes 11, and Smithy down in 12. You can see Bliney Echo, he was leading earlier on in the safety car, he's down in P10. Messed him up, really has, but Jensen into P4, Whitwell being overtaken now into P5, and Jensen of course up into 4, just bettering himself there then on that overtake of course. DT Racing disqualified from driving the wrong way. So DT Racing now out of the Grand Prix. That is 2 we have lost, but it won't be a safety car because that was just a DQ. So that is it for him, everybody. But we continue to race them. We continue to go. And Blindy Echo with a 3-second penalty. Is he at risk of being overtaken, or is he the one trying to overtake? He's in P9. He's definitely the man trying to overtake then here today. Can he do that? Let's see. On that 15 of 31, roughly half race distance then in this Grand Prix. Running it out wide towards the line. In the pit lane is Patrick Dodge. And he retires now in the pit lane. 10 laps to go. 10 drivers left. And there is a bit more than 10 laps to go in this Grand Prix. Probably about 15 more now. Yeah, 15 laps to go before the end of this Grand Prix, everybody, which is what we've already had pretty much. Which is going to be fun. It's going to be good. But Ash Barker now is the man in the lead. He's good on race pace, he really is, and he's got the strategy right down to the millimetre because he's a second ahead now of Liam Cookie. He's come out of absolutely nowhere and took him by storm again. Ash Barker, too good for the game. Absolutely too good for the game. And he is out there and ahead, doing nice for himself then at this moment in time. Yeah, Whitwell. I think Whitwell's in the barrier nearly, he was. He spun around, just caught it. And yeah, Whitwell unfortunately went around, but lap 17 of 31. We can finally say we're into the second half of the race, and Jensen is into second place. What a move from the Haas car. Just about missed it, but he did get into second, and he overtook Liam. That is all we need to know. And we saw the aftermath, though, of him being in front. Sid Boakes in... where is he? Down in 8th. He's got a 3-second penalty now. You know what? Speak of that, let's talk about penalties, shall we? We've got a many 3 seconds. Oh, hang on a minute. Smoking Cheese down the inside of Liam Cookie. What a move then from Smoking Cheese. He makes that move very nicely indeed. And he is ahead into the next corner. Smoking Cheese, no fear in the world. And he is right through once again into the lead of that battle into third place. But the two Saubers could be on for a 1-2 today. Ash Barker with no penalties, Frank with none, and Smithy 2. The rest have all got 3 or 6. 3 for Whitwell, the Racer Boy, Blindy Echo, Liam Cookie, and Smoking Cheese. Then it's 6 for Jensen and Sid Boakes, unfortunately, which it shouldn't really mess too much up, but 6 seconds. And to be fair, it would mess a lot up actually, because 6-second penalty with everybody so close to each other. At this rate, I mean, Jensen would drop right down to like 5 or 6 in this race, probably lower than that actually. So unfortunately, the penalties are going to play a big part in this race today, but that might all change if circumstances change. Blindy Echo now up to 4. This man's done a very nice comeback. He was down at the back earlier on. Leading the Grand Prix, didn't go his way, found himself at the back, got himself back up there now into 4th position. He's doing a very nice job at keeping himself there, and you know what, you can't get any better. That man doing a very nice job indeed of staying ahead. Ooh, nearly going around then on that corner for Liam Cookie, but the battle really is situated up the front then between the drivers. Ash Barker is 1/8 of a second clear from everybody around him. He's doing everything he can to battle into the lead and to do what he can to really be victorious today. I can't remember the last time he won here in Helheim, in our league, or if he has actually won here in our league. But even then, he thoroughly deserves it, and we'll have to see what he can do today. It's looking like it could be a win, but Jensen is gaining. Jensen has got a penalty too, everybody, but he is gaining, and that means that he could gain further ahead, clear his penalty off. Let's see what he can do. Jensen chasing him down there. He's got his team. He's got the Sauber, Smoking Cheese behind as well. chasing him through. The Racer Boy into 5 then, overtaking Liam Cookie as Smithy gets a 3-second time limit in everybody in this race. But wow, racing so far, you can't fault it. It's been very nice indeed. Is this going to be a move then? Is this going to be a move? Trying to chase him. It's three drivers here then, giving us a bit of action. Frank, Liam and the Racer Boy all having it out then on lap 19 of 31. Smithy and Sid Boakes as well, just behind, having a nice battle. This is what we like to see. It's this battle and that battle at the moment, but nothing really going on between them. Are we going to get a move pretty soon? This is good stuff, it really is, and what really brings a bit of light into the race. Frank trying to gain on the Aston Martin, and with the DRS, can he do so? It looks like he is. He really is. We can't do it enough at the moment, everybody. The Racer Boy with a 3-second time on his in everybody. But towards the line, lap 20 of 31 is began, and 11 laps to go before the end now in this Grand Prix. The Racer Boy ahead of Liam, Frank at the back of that one at the moment, and behind that the battle of Smithy and Sid Boakes has broken off and isn't happening anymore. We've also got three people battle here of Blinding Echo, Smoking Cheese, Ash Barker there as well. This is what we like to see. Battle continues then, everybody. It continues again as everybody flies through then. Look at this. They're all suddenly getting close on lap 20 of 31 and bringing a bit of spice into the race. Smoking Cheese down the inside. Oh, my Lord. He makes the move. He makes the dive, and he has to back out on that one. But, wow, what an aggressive move that was, but he couldn't make it move. Couldn't make it work this time around. That was great stuff from Smoking Cheese as we head down into the first corner. 10 laps remaining in this race, and what a overtake that would have been. Wow, here we go then. Jensen on the race leader. Remember, Ash Barker is in most probably the best position here, and you think, oh yeah, he is because he's in the lead, but that's not just it. Everybody behind him has got 3 or 6 second penalties. Ash Barker is sat. He is happy, he is laughing at the moment in that Kick Sauber ahead. As long as he can stay ahead, or even if he gets overtaken, he can stay within 6 seconds. He has won this Grand Prix. He's got one job only. Can he pull it off with 10 laps to go in this Grand Prix? It is possible for Ash Barker, it really is. But will he fumble the bag? It's not what he's known for, as he spins it to the left-hand side. And up towards the final sector, everybody. Ash Barker from Jensen chasing him down. Will he go down the outside line? The Haas car trying to chase him, but he has to back off for now. Ash Barker's got many enemies then trying to chase him down behind him as we head through the final few corners and towards the line then for the final of 9 times then. For the end, towards the line, lap 22 of 31 begins. Here comes Jensen on Ash Barker. Will he finally be able to make that move? Not just yet, but gosh, he is getting closer now on the backside. Here comes the Haas. Here comes the Haas on the backside. He's ready to make that overtake. He really is. And all these guys trail each other then through the corners. As it's a Haas in the middle, the two Saubers in the lead and in third, and the other Haas in four. The Saubers against the Haas cars have been a brilliant battle to watch, but round the outside, it's the Sauber of Smoking Cheese to make it a 1-2 here in Singapore. Can they carry that on towards the end? Smoking Cheese going for the move on his teammate now around the outside. He's finally been unleashed then out of his cage, and he's finally ready to go and pounce on his teammate. He's got the speed to do so, so why not go ahead and do it? Here comes Smoking Cheese. He is rapid. He's ready to go. But he can't make the move just out of yet. Aaron the Sauber chasing his teammate down on up 23 of 31. Ash Barker with a minimal mistake there. Smoking Cheese just trying to pick up on the pieces. He can swish it down the inside there, but has to stay back. Stays calm, conserved, and very grown up about it then in this case at the moment. But is Smoking Cheese going to find a gap to lunge his car down the inside of? Oh, maybe there. I thought he was going to do so, but he keeps just setting the move up. Just setting it up. Oh, here comes the Haas. Fighting back down the inside. Here comes Jensen. He's back into second place. Jensen is. He is not going to give up that easily here in the Grand Prix. Ash Barker leading from Jensen in second now. Then comes the Sauber of Smoking Cheese. Then it's Bliney Echo in four, but it is Sauber Haas once again in this Grand Prix, everybody. With 8 laps to go before we reach the end. 8 laps to go. Bliney Echo with a 3-second time penalty in this race. But a brilliant race so far. Smoking Cheese into second now. Is in the pit lane, I think. Somebody's just gone. Jensen pitting in the Grand Prix. What's he doing? What tyre is he going on for? Into the pit lane. Or is it a drive through? No, he's in the pit lane for new tyres and a new wing as well. For that man, it's new mediums towards the end of this race for the Haas car on his way out of the pit lane now. It's very much looking like a Kick Sauber 1-2 finish today. Can they continue the form is the question, but man, it would be nice to see that happen, and we're going to have to keep watching for that as Smithy gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, trying to take that extra point today. We'll see if he can do it, but he's doing a good job so far of doing so. Here we go. The Saubers battling for who is better. And the Haas car of Bliney Echoes in the backside. Don't underestimate him. He was the race leader for many laps earlier on. He knows what he's doing. So does Smoking Cheese, though, around the outside line. It's looking like a Sauber 1-2 today. But which Sauber's going to be on the top spot around the final corner? It's Ash from Smoking Cheese. And the DRS gas activated on the backside of Ash Barker. Smoking Cheese doing what he can. But wow. 6 laps to go before the end. Bliney Echo chasing down Smoking Cheese. Smoking Cheese chasing down his teammate in a brilliant watch we are getting so far. Here comes Smoking Cheese around the outside line. Can't make the move, but he switches back underneath. Oh my god. He's going for it again, but he can't do it this time around. Blindy Echo's right on the backside. What a battle we are witnessing towards the end. We're going to get a very nice finish over the line, aren't we? But here's Smoking Cheese around the outside, and his teammate. Oh, he can't do it yet, but that would have been a brilliant move if he could have done. He has to stay where he is at the moment in second place. But no move for Smoking Cheese on his teammate just yet. Here we go then. Two Saubers. The Battle of the Saubers. Once again. Lap 25 of 31 is soon to be concluded. Ash Barker leading for so many laps after the safety car went in. And now comes Smoking Cheese, giving Ash Barker no choice as he still goes around the outside. Here comes Blindy Echo though to split up the two Saubers. Blindy Echo is going to be a double overtake round the outside. Can he try and take it? He goes ahead and does it. That is a brilliant move. It is sensational action from Blindy Echo. And he takes the lead of the Grand Prix. He will have a penalty, but he is ahead today with 5 laps remaining. Can he bring it home for the Haas team, who are already soaring into the skies in the points, leading the Constructors' World Championship standings? Ash Barker in second place, still on for the win though, as the man ahead of him has got a 6-second penalty on the grid. But wow, what a move from Blindy Echo. That is clipping. Right, 5 laps to go, and now it's the battle of the two Saubers, because it's looking like Blindy Echo might just be able to pull himself ahead. I mean, wow. What a move that was. What a move that was. Down the straight we go. Isn't looking like an overtake is going to be happening just as of yet, but when we do get one, the battling is always great. It really is. What a move that we've just witnessed then from the Haas car on the two Saubers. He gets 2 of the same teammates down into turn 1. Great stuff. Great stuff. The action isn't over yet though, everybody, as we are still, of course, here and racing for the end. There's 4 laps to go before the end. In the chat, it is Blaze. It's good to see you, mate. Thanks for joining. It's been different without you, not seeing you in a while. Good to see you. I've been monetized on Twitch, mate. I've been monetized. I'm well happy. So, yeah, good to see you. Thanks for joining today. It's lap 27 of 31, and the action really has ramped up in the last 10 laps. And only a few laps to go now. What a brilliant overtake we just witnessed from Blindy Echo. Not only did he get a double overtake, but he flew into the distance, and he's got a second gap. Smoking Cheese now finally taking second. Ash Barker dropping down to third. But 3 laps before the end, and wow. Just wow, Blindy Echo really making a statement in his Haas car. It was looking so strongly to be a kick Sauber 1-2, but he got the double overtake. He said no thank you, and he is going to take the win if he can gain the gap. Think about it now. Blindy Echo's got a 6 second, Smoking Cheese has got a 3, and the gap there's a second. So at the moment, Ash Barker's still winning this Grand Prix, but we still need to see what the gap is going to be like once we actually reach the line, which is still a few laps to go. There's 6 people in the stream chat now, finally, a few more people watching. Thanks for joining, everybody. It really does mean a lot. And if you are free, it would mean a huge lot more if you'd want to stay with me for Helheim Racing, which is next at 9 PM, literally just after this, everybody. But definitely think about it. Definitely think about it, because we are live once again. The Racer Boy retiring. Safety car at the end. Safety car deployed. Oh my god. Oh my god, everybody. Safety car deployed at the very end of this Grand Prix. It's Bliney Echo from Smoking Cheese. In the pit lane goes Bliney Echo. In the pit lane goes Smoking Cheese. Ash Barker will head into that pit lane too. Frank does the same thing. Oh wow, safety car deployed. And we're going to get an all-out battle to the line at the very end of this race. We should only go round twice under the safety car then, as we're on lap 29 now of 31. The safety car deployed. Who expected that, everybody? Here today. And gives us a brilliant opportunity for some great action towards the line once we reach the end of this race, which is only a few laps away. Really getting exciting then, everybody, towards the end of this race. It really, really is. Safety car deployed, and we should be going racing. It'll be next lap, because I think they have to give us 2 laps of racing before we get going. Or if not, we'll have 1 lap of racing, but I think it's 2 laps from what I can remember in past experiences. So make sure you're ready for it, everybody, because it's going to be full on. It's going to be full on action towards the line, and I've got a feeling we're going to get some very nice overtaking. Very nice finish. Could it even be a photo finish towards the line? The top 3 have got penalties. Ash Barker hasn't. He needs to stay within the gap. He could finish 4th and still win this race. That is the way this is looking. What can this man do? What can all of these guys do today is the question. Right then, safety car not in this lap. Or is it? No, it is. So, is it? It is. Are we racing again? Racing again. Let's go, everybody. Finally. It's like Saturn, away we go once again for the final time down the inside. Bliney Echo, what a move then. Already taking the lead. Smoking Cheese into 2nd. Now Ash Barker into 3rd. Ash has got the very good exit there. Can he try and make the move on Smoking Cheese on the final 2 laps of this Grand Prix? Behind that as well, Frank and Whitwell seem to be having a bit of a tussle. Whitwell dropping right down the order. He really isn't fast. Not pitted under the safety car, says Hoodrats, who's going to be slow. Here's the Sauber on the backside of Ash Barker down the outside line. It's 2 abreast going into the right hand of the 2 Saubers, really testing the limits of these green cars today. But the lap 30 of 31 has come about. Only 1 lap to go after this one. Hello to the 7 of you here today witnessing this brilliant extravaganza that we have really got at the very end of this race. It's changed up a bit, hasn't it? And finally, some superb racing action. Bliney Echo has drove off into the distance. 1.4 seconds ahead, but he's got a 6-second penalty. That man is not safe. Down the inside goes Smoking Cheese on Ash Barker, but he can't make the move this time around. Ash Barker stays into 2nd place, and he's just got to try and keep the gap. But Smoking Cheese is going to go for the move. It'll be successful this time around. Down the inside. Here comes Smoking Cheese running his teammate off the track nearly. Side by side. A better exit equals Smoking Cheese. The 2nd place. Wow. Lap 31 of 31 has come about. Then the final lap of the Grand Prix, everybody. Bliney Echo's got 2.4 seconds ahead in this race. Smoking Cheese is in second place, sorry, with a 3-second penalty as well. Ash Barker will take second, and probably he was going to get ahead into the win as well. He's just going to try and keep the gap towards the end of this. Bliney Echo, unfortunately, he has drove well, but it isn't going to be enough with the penalty that he's got today. The safety car has gone in. There were 2 safety cars in this Grand Prix. We've had wet conditions at the start. It's been brilliant action all race long, and Bliney Echo finds himself the leader of this race, and unfortunately isn't even going to be able to take the win. On the track he will, but on penalties, not at all, because he's got a 6-second. Ash Barker already trying to eye up the right exit of the corner. He really got that one right, didn't he? Because around the outside, it was a beautifully executed overtake there. Around the outside on his teammate. Can he take the win? Run him into the barrier. They go side by side. It's wing damage for Ash Barker. That'll be the end of his race. Frank into second. Liam Cookie into third. It all comes crashing down at the end into the final few corners. Up ahead though, Bliney Echo will cross the line and on track take the win here in Singapore. Liam Cookie towards the line. He will take the win on track then. But then over the line, Frank takes the win from Bliney Echo in second place. Ash Barker takes third. Frank is your race winner today. Wow, what a race end. Frank wins the Singapore Grand Prix and the driver of the day too. Oh my lord. Frank with a win. Out of absolutely nowhere. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? He was seeing teammates after this. Mate, you are spot on. That was crazy ending to a crazy race. But the podium celebrations come about. Oh, wow. Jesus. Okay. Finish the results there, everybody. Frank wins the Grand Prix in the Alpine from Bliney Echo in second place. Ash Barker takes third from Liam Cookie in 4. Smoking Cheese in 5. Then we've got Sid Pokes in 6. Jensen 7. Whitwell in 8. Smithy 9. And the Racer Boy in 10. Patrick Dodge retire. DT Racing retiring, and Mario retiring too. That is it for the Grand Prix, everybody. Thanks to these 7 of you in here today. I do appreciate it. What a brilliant end. What a crazy end that was to the Grand Prix, everybody. Crazy stuff. Frank wins the Grand Prix. Not what we expected. There's going to be words in the chat. But it's been great. Thanks for having me, everybody. And I'll see you soon in 6 minutes' time for Helheim Racing. Get yourselves ready, and we'll see you in a few moments' time. Good night, everybody.